In this video, I'll show you how to use the Voces Story Shuffle game that is included in every Voces title. To get to any of our games, click on the video game controller icon in your top navigation bar. For now, we'll choose the Voces Story Shuffle. We'll see here the option for a new single-player or new two-player game. A new single-player game would allow the student to play on their own, and a two-player game will allow the students to both play on the same device. So the students do need to be using the same device, but they'll be able to put in their Voces user ID and track their score along with the student who's logged in currently. For now, we'll choose a new single-player game, and now we'll choose some additional options here. We can choose to use vocabulary from just the current chapter. And currently, I was on a page in Unit 1, so it would use Unit 1 vocabulary. All previous chapters will use vocabulary from the current and all of the previous units. Students can also choose to exclude audio prompts by clicking No Audio. This is a good setting if everyone's in the classroom working together and we don't want all the noise and can be a little bit distracting. So no audio will give the students just written or image prompts. Next, the students will choose the prompt count. This tells how many prompts the students will see as they write their story. For now, I'll choose 5. Finally, we'll click Start Game to start the story writing activity. So here the students will see the prompt at the top, and they'll be asked to just type a few sentences. So they'll type a few sentences using the prompt that they see. When they're done, they'll click Next Prompt, and then type a few more sentences. So we can see this is an image prompt where the previous one was written. If the student tries to click Next Prompt without typing, they'll get a message that says they do need to put in at least a few characters here. So we would just type another sentence and continue on through all 5 prompts. And now we're almost done with the 5 prompts. So on the final step, we'll see that we have the option to finish writing. So once we're done, we'll click Finish Writing and then give the story a title. I'll just put example. Once the students click Save Title and Submit Story, the story will go to the teacher for review. Now, as a teacher, I can review the stories that my students have submitted by clicking on My Results from the game menu. This will give me the option to view results from the last 10 days or by class and student. Clicking by class and student will give me the option to choose a class here. That will show the student's name as well as some relevant information about the story. I can also read the story here, so I'll see the story that the student submitted as well as the prompts that they were writing about. And if I want to approve the story, I'll look in the Approved column. If it says no, I'll click to approve, and that story will now show up in the story library for other students to view. So if we go back to the menu, we'll see the Story Library option here, and clicking Story Library will show us stories from either everyone who's using this particular title, or we can choose My Classmates Only to only show student stories from this teacher's account. They can also choose just prompts from all chapters or specific chapters, stories they haven't read, and then click Search Library. Once the students search the library, they'll see any results relevant to their search requirements. They'll be able to read those stories as well as give them a thumbs up. Story Shuffle is a great game for extra writing and reading practice. Now back at the menu, we'll see as the teacher the option to create prompt sets. That just allows us to write our own story prompts. We also have the leaderboards, which are available for teachers or students to view. And this will show the global leaderboard as well as the class leaderboard. So it shows it for the amount of prompts and just which students have written stories with that amount of prompts. You'll also see the option for instructions and to go back to the Game Center. Of course, we do have 4 other great games here, and you can find videos outlining how to use each of those in this same playlist. As always, if you have any questions or any concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to us using the orange question mark icon within your account.